I'm Billy Beck III, and this is BB3 TV. I'm here at BB3 Fitness Nutrition Center, and I get a lot of questions on how do you get to the point where you can do a one-arm push-up. Now, the key with anything is progression. You gotta know where you're at and what the next challenging step is. You don't wanna go from doing a regular push-up right to a one-arm push-up. What you're gonna do is you're gonna start in an elevated position. I like to use a ring for this because it's unstable, so it's gonna incorporate more of the core, which tends to be one of the limiting factors in a one-arm push-up. So you'll come on up, wide stance to your feet. You're gonna lock your knees. You're gonna squeeze every muscle. So your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, you're driving forward, your stomach's tight, like someone's about to punch you in it. You brace, everything's tight, crushing the grip, arm across. You want to avoid turning your hips, okay? So you're gonna come down and push up. Once you can knock out 5 reps, you're gonna lower this. I usually lower in about 6-inch increments. We'll go a little lower this time. And you're gonna do the same thing. Obviously you'll do both arms, but I'm being lazy here. Lock it in, get tight, everything's tight. Power it up, okay? And then eventually, you're gonna take this to the basement. And when you're here, this is not easy. You get here, get tight, everything's tight again. That's the key. Get in, get loose, power it up. And then the goal, you know, you're hanging out. You're like, hey, what's up, ladies? You get tight, bring it down. Ooh, everything's working, everything's working, everything's working. Yeah, get tight. Even get to the point where you're tight, lock it in, boom, power it up. But the key is that activation all the way through. And just take that inventory. Even the muscles on the bottom of your feet are firing. And I learned this from working with gymnasts. I said, you know, what are you doing? And you always find that they have different cues, different ways of success. Rock climbers and gymnastics, gymnasts are where I learned a lot of this, is you get tight, use your whole full body tension, and then you can, it's amazing what you can do body weight wise. So if that's something you want to do, I suggest you do it at the beginning of your workouts, and then do the rest of your workout, because doing this when you're tired usually doesn't go well. Anytime you have a goal that is a priority goal, try to put that in the beginning of your workouts or dedicate specific workouts just for your most urgent goal you have. Whatever you want to achieve, make that a priority. Woo, woo. I thought there was a bump. Oh, what? I freaked you out a little bit. I got you a little bit. Uh-huh.
Before starting at BB3, I was in another gym in the area. I would work out 2 to 3 times a week, come in for an hour. Sometimes I would not be able to work out as early or as late as I wanted to. I would work out with my trainer 3 times a week. On my own once, and then I'd work out with one of the group classes, one of the circuit training classes on Saturday mornings, which I love. And that's what brought me the results in 3 months. So that's phenomenal. I mean, here I was doing all these things for practically 20 years. And then within 3 months, I got the results I never saw in 20 years. I mean, that blows my mind. If the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same results, that's what I was doing. And then once I changed it and I came to to BB3 and realized that they were not phenomenal, not huge changes, not significant changes, but you just tweak a few things and you learn how to do things properly, it made all the difference in the world. And it's manageable. It's not like it's unmanageable. I think one of the things that I learned was that you don't get comfortable at a certain level. Every time you come in here, they're doing something different. It's easy. It's not as difficult as you think it is. You just need to make it part of your routine, like eating breakfast. Come in here for half an hour in the morning. It doesn't have to be an hour every day. And you'll get it done, you'll see the results. One of the cool things is the people around me, my family and friends, they want to know, what are you doing? Like, what are you taking? What have you been doing with yourself lately? They even noticed, you know, the weight loss and the more tone that my physique is, and it's kind of cool to get that feedback. You know, I'm just happier. And what I would recommend for those, you know, for those of you who are sitting there and you're thinking, well, should I not? You got to do it. You got to try BB3. I mean, look at me. I've tried everything else. I said 20 years, I think it was. I didn't get the same results as I did here. Give it a try, and I promise you won't be disappointed.
Thank you for watching this episode of BB3 TV. Be sure to head over to billybeck.com where you can get some cool free stuff and take it to the next level. Hey, and while you're here, be sure to hit the subscribe button somewhere below here and share this video with your friends. I'd appreciate it. You're awesome like that. Woo!